Welcome to the ultimate off-road test. Right here we have a two-wheel drive Mercedes Sprinter 144. Right here we have an all-wheel drive Mercedes Sprinter 144. Both brand new, pretty much identical specs, but we get this question all the time. Should I get a two-wheel drive? Should I get an all-wheel drive? We're gonna control the variables, same trail. This is an off-road trail, like four-wheelers and stuff, so hoping for some gritty tests here. Bit here. It feels a little bit movie, the side to side, but it's very smooth. It's not as rough as I thought. I think so far on slow speeds, it's incredible. Haven't felt any slip at all. All right, we're about to go up this little hill over here. Obviously it'll be pretty easy, but a hill here, I think it'll be a no problem for this all-wheel drive, but two-wheel drive will be interesting to see. With these, it works quite well. What do you think of that one? Easy. Two-wheel drive will be interesting. It'll probably slip a couple times, but all-wheel drive, still doable. All right, so now we actually have a test. It's borderline, should we do this? But that's the point of this video, right? Yes, it is. It's for you guys and, by your knowledge, so. Okay. Yeah. Woohoo. Woohoo. Good luck. Okay, so here's the stretch. As you can see, pretty soupy. Now this is where a two-wheel drive, you might have some issues. Nice. Two-wheel drive might bottom out on this one. So this is a real clearance test. As you can see, it gets a little rougher. But we assume liability for you guys. All right, good luck. All right, so it is important to test the clearance and like how, when you're crawling over things, is it grabbing the dirt? This is gonna be really, honestly, pretty atrocious right here. That's kind of nervous. That might be the limit. I don't know. It's kind of tippy. Yeah, one would look at that and say a Sprinter van should not try that. I think if you were out recreationally and you're like, I should keep going to find the camp spot, you'd probably turn around right there. Yeah, but do you think if I go 12 inches to the left, should I try that? I think you can make it. You gotta go like 2 miles an hour. Right? Wow. Two-wheel drive. Wouldn't have done that one. I am honestly surprised. We did it, baby. We did it. We found that campsite. All-wheel drive. Two-wheel drive. Wins again. Not do that. Okay, final thoughts on all-wheel drive. Pretty impressed. I am. Yeah. Stock tires. I think that on that last challenge there, some grippier tires would have helped. Yeah, definitely. But play the angle right. Took a couple tries. Yeah. You can get it. Speed test. Should we do that? Okay. It's the best for our selling our build. All right, so that was the all-wheel drive, my favorite, and that was the. We had a good time. We got a little muddy. Got this little muddy, but as you can see, stock suspension, stock tires, it did pretty good. I really, I think it's worth it, mainly even just for the suspension, the added clearance. I think it was worth it. I don't know, we're gonna see this two-wheel drive. I'm a little bit worried about some of those clearance issues, but, and we'll see also if it gets to that puddle. My guess is we struggle a little bit. Like this is easy, butter. This is what it ultimately comes down to, that level of confidence. Like if you are with you, your kid, or your wife, I just feel more confident with having that all-wheel drive and even those BFG tires. But all right, so here's our first obstacle. It's like a steady problem. Okay, I'm gonna go back down the hill. I can already see this thing just start, especially as I'm going back down. Yeah, my rears are sliding right now, nice. But and then when I go down, I notice back kind of swings. This thing is tough. Did it. I'm gonna go down again and then hit it with even more steam. All right, I'm gonna crawl down one more last time and get this more speed. Almost.
You're close.
BFGs would do it. BFGs would do it. Alright. What do you think I should do? Try it?
I think try one time full gusto and see what happens.
Alright, we'll go full gusto here.
Yeah.
Alright, so this one's gonna be full gusto to the max. We're done playing around.
Woohoo!
Alright, so I made it and I had to really gas it. Alright, so next obstacle here is the trough looking mud pit, and based on how that last uphill went with this two-wheel drive, I'm a little skeptical, but we're gonna still try it because yeah, I'm gonna go first kind of fast, and then on the way back through I'll go a little bit slower. That was pretty fun. I did have to go pretty fast through it, but just because I was worried. But okay, so now we're gonna go back through it. This is the one that I'm a little nervous for. Fingers crossed. I'm thinking it's mostly dirt, and this mud is a little bit. Oh, pretty good. That's pretty good. So went through fast on the first run just because I was kind of worried based on that previous hill, but and then we went through slow at pretty much the same speed as that all-wheel drive. It handled pretty well. I think that mud is not that clay, so it's more rocky. So I think we didn't have too much of an issue with the traction. So now we're going to that first kind of clearance maneuver. I feel kind of optimistic on this one just because it seems to do well on rock and snow. It's kind of been two-wheel drives. The right side. Rock in dirt, I mean, no problem, all day. This part of the clearance here, I'm quite worried about as we're approaching this last obstacle. I don't know if we're gonna do this one. Alright. If we don't get over that rock, we're not making it over this thing. It's just, I don't know. Do you think it lacks power, or do you think it's slipping, or what do you think we're...
Yeah, the wheel's not turning, it's just lacking some torque. Alright, so just wrapped up the proving grounds. First of all, that trail was perfect for this test. We got the mix of like slope with snow, slope with terrain, mud pit. So there are kind of three main obstacles. I was surprised on the two-wheel drive, didn't make it up that first snow hill. Took, what, like 4 tries? Kind of surprised by that. Was also surprised that it just plowed through that mud pit, like really no problem, twice. Of course, the all-wheel drive made it through both those first ones. When we got to the last one, so that's the steep hill with like rocky terrain, no chance on two-wheel drive. And we kind of knew that rolling up to it. All-wheel drive took a couple tries, so we were even pushing it a little bit on that. And I think at the moment we said, this is pushing it, and like in most situations you're not going to be doing this if it's your van during regular use. So I think when you break it down, Mark was driving obviously, but he had way more confidence in all-wheel drive. Obviously it accomplished all 3 of the obstacles, whereas two-wheel drive didn't. But you have to break it down, like, can you justify the 15 to 20 grand for that? I think all-wheel drive, if you're out on stuff like this, is definitely preferable, just to avoid a kind of snotty situation. But if you're not doing stuff like this and you're on pavement most of the time, you saw that, you know, that 20% of the time where you might have to just kind of push it a little bit. Two-wheel drive's pretty capable, and we tell people that a lot. That nice bird fly over. Anyway, hopefully this video was helpful. We wanted to just break down some real-world examples of what these things can do. We talk about it literally daily. And just wanted some references for capability. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you want to check out more, go look at geotrekvans.com.